movie opens up on Halloween when they met like Shaggy and Scooby, which I really appreciated. That it's kind of emotional to see. We got full canon aspects of the origin of Shaggy and Scooby. And it's a modern twist because it's like phones, like headphones, Wonder Woman. Well, yeah, it's like a more modern Wonder Woman costume. It took place in the 21st century, I believe. But in there's an opening scene where the characters age like through their friendships, which is the Scooby-Doo theme song, like Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got lots of work to do now. And you see like the whole like bats scatter, and then like all of them, the gang like doing the classic intro from like youth to like adult. I love that a lot. That's one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie. My second favorite scene is like it's when they like are about the battle, or the final, like the ending. I really like the ending a lot. But my other favorite parts is all the Shaggy and Scooby references. There's like the TV references from the show and stuff, which I really appreciate. I really appreciated the whole gang's aspect in the film. The portrayals are gorgeous. Hands down, one of my favorite portrayals of Scooby-Doo. I really appreciate how Warner Bros. Did the beautiful job in working the characters. It was gorgeous. Also, on Scooby-Doo, one of my favorite parts is when Shaggy and Scooby, literally, they fed the robots, the robots are part of the villains, fed robots a meal, which they always, like, disguise themselves in. I really like that. My favorite part is Scooby and Shaggy's breakup, because like, it really signifies their character and the friendship as a whole, because like, Shaggy got jealous. And then they learned to recover that and become friends again, which I really appreciate. And also, a reference is Simon Howell. I know him from America's Got Talent. And also, the characters, I'm going to talk about the characters really fast. Shaggy and Scooby are my favorites. They grew through the whole film with like their culture. The culture grew on them. Their friendship grew, which I really like about the friendship. Really nice. Fred, Daphne, and Velma, we're getting a sequel, so we don't have to worry about filling the gaps in them. There's like side characters. They're main characters, but they're side characters. They don't have a lot of lines, but they're in there. You can understand there's a lot of Easter eggs for them through the show. For example, the Scooby snacks only appeared 2 times. One was the box, and then Daphne kept it in her shoe. Velma Dinkley, she was played by the girl who played Cara Dune from Star Wars Mandalorian, which I appreciated her work. I feel like one of the things is Mystery Incorporated was kind of referenced with Daphne's dad being the villain, because it's talking about like his beard and stuff, and kind of things his character does. So there's a Mystery Incorporated reference. Mystery Incorporated references I found in there. Another one being the villain is always not like a guy wearing a mask, because there's an episode of Mystery Incorporated where the villain is not wearing a mask. It's like a 2-part episode, which I really liked. There's a ton of Scooby-Doo references. Like, for example, the subs that Shaggy and Scooby eat, they're really iconic to the show and the movie. They reference a lot about their food and stuff. And the Mystery Machine, which was like it's Fred's baby, and he can't like leave it. Which I really like the aspect of Fred. And then they have a new reference, a new Mystery Machine at the end, which I'm really excited for the sequel. Also, there's a new character, like the Falcon, from the 80s. And then we also got Dynamite, voiced by the guy from The Masked Singer, the Asian guy. I don't want to be racist, but he's in that movie. I really appreciated him. The Falcon was beautiful in that film. I like the costuming. It's a lot of Shaggy's Room is a ton of Falcon references. There's no Scrappy-Doo reference. I'm just kind of weirded out, kind of disappointed. I thought it'd be in there. I thought it'd be a little Easter egg to him. But my favorite part of it is seeing all the old school monsters from the opening intro, which I really like. It's one of my favorite parts in the whole film. My all-time favorite part of the movie is the classic intro, and also Shaggy and Scooby's friendship through the film. I love that. That's my favorite aspect of it. I really appreciate it. The villain is awesome. Dick Van Dyke, I don't know what his name is, but I think his name is Dick. He is the villain. He's awesome. I like him a lot. I think he's from Wacky Racers, which is a TV show from Boomerang, which I love him. He's so cool. He's like so funny. He has a big mustache, and his dog has got trapped in a portal, which is nice. And then finally, they got arrested, which happens to all of them. And also, one of the coolest references I caught in there, You would have got away from it, you meddling kids, and got caught out with some like music. I really enjoyed that. One of my favorite things in Scooby-Doo, I really like the whole aspect of film. I give it a 10 out of 10 rating. I've been waiting to see this. If it was in theaters, it'd be a lot better because I could icy some popcorn, eat like Shaggy and Scooby, have a feast. I'm like the gang mentioned like they miss Shaggy and Scooby's meals because they know like they love to cook, and I grew on me. I almost cried. Like I got emotional. I was fanboying out because I grew up with Scooby-Doo. I'm a kid from the 80s, even though I live in the 2000s. But I'm gonna say Scooby-Doo 2020. I loved it a lot. Like the origin of Scooby's dog tag, I loved it. The Scooby snacks in there, it was really cool. I just love the whole characters. And one thing I don't get about the 21st century, all kids movies end with a dance party, which is weird. I want to fill out the plot holes with the characters. I want to figure out what's going to happen next. And there's guaranteed to be a sequel, and I loved it. Some parts felt a little rushed, but other than that, that movie was phenomenal. So hopefully you guys like and subscribe. Sasha Boss, and hopefully you enjoyed my Scooby-Doo review. Hopefully you guys can watch it, and it's worth the $20 I paid to rent the film. I said it's worth $20 to rent the film. I absolutely adore it, so please check out Scooby-Doo on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon, Fandango, just rent it. It's $20 for rent. It's expensive, but guaranteed worth it. It's really nice for the quarantine. It's just something your whole family can enjoy. It makes you happy and emotional. There's a lot of Easter eggs from the fandom, and hopefully you guys love Scooby-Doo. I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully you guys like and subscribe. And me and my brother watched Scooby-Doo together. We both enjoyed it. I don't think Trey really got the full plot. I feel like he learned from the 80s Easter eggs and 70s Easter eggs. I loved it a lot. I told him to point it out. I feel like they said there's going to be a whole Warner Bros. Boomerang cartoon overload, Saturday morning cartoon nostalgic. So hopefully we get Jetsons movie, Flintstones, Tom and Jerry maybe. Really be nice. I really want the Jetsons. I love the Jetsons. Hopefully that will come out. I really enjoyed Scooby-Doo. And hopefully the Super Friends movie. I just love Scooby-Doo. I want to say that one of the best movies ever. Hopefully Scrappy-Doo comes out in the sequel. And hopefully you got the new villain to talk about. So hopefully you guys like and subscribe. Bye.